Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In Game 1 of the NLCS, Cody Bellinger launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Mets turned away the Dodgers 10-5. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's postseason recap. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the second game of the National League Championship Series between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position. But if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best-of-a-5-game series, starting all over again from scratch.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Yu Yamamoto is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for the man, the second baseman, number 6.
Now here it comes. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
First pitch, 7-0-7.
And the pitch. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Line drive to center field. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. Clearly, he impacted the game last time. 3 runs scored. If you're scoring 3 runs, you're doing a lot of good things. We'll see if he can be a catalyst for the offense again today.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. First offering on its way. In there, 0-1. Yamamoto has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Batting third, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. The Dodgers coming up, and we aren't scoreless. Dylan Cease will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty B, one of the things, if you like strikeouts, this is the guy you want to watch pitch. Swing and miss stuff. Good fastball, a good assortment of breaking pitches. One of the best strikeout pitchers in the game of baseball right now.
Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Garcia. And they can't run it down. Swing and a liner. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field. Now, an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Stepping into the box, Corey Woodson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Stepping in now, Christian Carter. That's lifted the other way out to left. Garcia on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. And this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat, clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
All right, Dodgers. Woo!
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Grounded to short. He's got it. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. One left for LA. And this is still a 0-0 ball game.
The first baseman, Alonso.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken up in the zone.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Now the pitch.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and deep to center field. Back goes Betts at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 24,
Now at the plate, Avisail Garcia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And it's gone. Avisail Garcia with a solo home run. His first homer here in the series, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
So Joe Adell bats now. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring Andres Jimenez into bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Betts has a read on it. And that retires the side. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Mets. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now it goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Some guys have full power and that's it, but then there are guys like this who have power to all fields. What a threat. Take a look here. He generates so much bat speed with his lower half to his arms. It looks like he just flicks the bat at this thing, and he darn near hits it out of the park.
In now, Kenny Lofton. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the baseball all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it when he comes around to score.
So striding in, Jalen Miller, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. Freeman ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. To the plate now, Will Smith. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Looking up is the center fielder. And that one is gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. His first homer so far in the series. And with it, they've left in front now 3-1.
This one, right? They were down 1, and with one swing of the bat, they're up 2. What a turnaround in this one.
At the plate, Yamamoto. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He swings and grounds it to short. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. We played 2. It's 3-1 LA. At the plate, Adley Rutschman. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in now, Dylan Cease. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. first pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. And that'll do it in the inning as the catch is made in the coach's box. Mets go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Plate, Corey Woodson. He singled his last time up.
One of the keys to securing the win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
In there, strike one. Ball and a strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And the pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Slap hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there and right and pull this one down for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Carter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Into the box now, Darnell Mason. Into center field, line drive base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat line. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as it's grounded sharply to first. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in Game 2. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets 1. Set for the start of the inning, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lofton is there. One pitch, one out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Into the box, Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 24.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. Smith has got it, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Kenny Lofton. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Smoke on the ground up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Gil, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Plate now, Jalen Miller. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Lofton aboard here at first with nobody out. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to make the catch is McNeil, and there's 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Will Smith. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings, as that one will retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He thinks they need to slow the game down a little bit when they get into the box. Top to bottom, they're hitting into way too many outs early in the count and not letting the at-bats develop. He's all for picking on a good pitch to hit when it comes, but they need to make sure they're doing more damage on the swings that they're taking.
Thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Joe Adell. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike 2.
Just a touch outside. 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball swung on, missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Andres Gimenez the next to bat, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
They're There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, Adley Rutschman. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One pitch on its way. One run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Here's the Mets pitcher, Dylan Cease, who was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
That evens it up 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Mets lead 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Into the box, Yamamoto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yamamoto.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. A hard-hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. That ball was smoked, but he's gone nonetheless to start the home 5th.
Now back.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. Hits ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
Hey, you want to talk about being in his zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go ahead and challenge.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Corey Woodson. First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into that pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Ready for another shot now. Christian Carter. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
2 out with the man at first. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about it. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time, and he didn't halfway up the wall for a long double.
Stepping in now, Darnell Mason. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The set and the 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jeff McNeil. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Ugh, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The next 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitching. For me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Cody Bellinger. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring the ball up. So here's Pete Alonso. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Mets strand one. Score holds. It's 3-1. Michael Walker enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 45, Michael Walker.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Ready. Freeman.
And the pitch. Fouled off. Wind up and the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The right field, Kenny Lofton.
Now at the plate, Kenny Lofton. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to short. And this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Next for the Dodgers, Jalen Miller. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A check at first, and he's back easily. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. His first homer here in the series as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Will Smith will stand in as we'll flash you back to the second inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Delivery to him on the way. Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And the Dodgers bats just keep going as this is extra bases as well. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
In now, Yu look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Rutschman has it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Good pitch there. That was a nice job by his battery mate to completely play first after the ball hit the dirt.
In Mookie Betts, his career line against Waka. He's a .375 hitter. Waka comes set. First pitch on the way. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fouled away. Here it comes. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Next up for Los Angeles, Corey Woodson is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Adele will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Jason Fields is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 23, Jason Fields.
For another chance, Avisail Garcia. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
To the plate now, Joe Adell. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Standing in now, Andres Jimenez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And there's ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Adell rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they close the gap to 3 now.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Into the box now, Adley Rutschman batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Runner on second base. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for him out.
Goldschmidt will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 46.
In the air out to center field. Betts has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, number 6.
Back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Mets 3. Paul Sewell gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. So digging in now, Christian Carter, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its a fastball well off the plate inside. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Garcia looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, and it's now 6-3. Into the box, Darnell Mason.
So swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here, nobody out. On the ground to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
At the plate, Freddie Freeman pulled high in the air out to right field. Bellinger is there, and he has it for the out. Ready now, Kenny Lofton. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Bullet back up the middle. Adele is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. Jalen Miller will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Runner on first with 2 away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Garcia is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Mets 3. At the plate, J.D. Davis will start us off in the 8th.
The third baseman, J.D.
first offering on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Wilson is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Now back to right field, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bellinger connects as this is deep to right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger. His 3rd home run of this series. And they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Stepping in now, Pete Alonso. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
To 2-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's a ball fought off foul off to the right. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Wind up and the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. This will wind up being a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Mets 4. Robert Gesellman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
In now, Will Smith. He doubled his last time through.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And there's 1 down now. Jock Peterson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. On the line, that's a base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Set and the pitch. Mookie Betts comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Runners on first with one down. Oh, he's got him in the
My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all.
It's 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back
What's
of
up,
your mind,
everybody?
that batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Dodgers go down quietly. They still lead at 6-4. Comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
And that wasn't the game lag, and that was just the game doing whatever it does, but whatever.
Stepping in, Joe Adele. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a ninth-inning rally.
Where you come the fuck on, bro?
Here comes. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
All over the
What
place
the
to
fuck
start
is
the
up
night.
with this
It's
dumbass
3-0
control,
now.
bro? What the fuck? How the fuck you pull down there and this shit all the way out? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, god damn.
There's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
It looked like this at-bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0, so that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
In now, Andres Jimenez. Popped him up. Smith waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
2 outs, baby. 2 outs. Let's go.
What?
2 outs, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Now at the plate,
Everyone stand
Richmond,
up.
and he needs to
Everyone
make something
stand
happen.
up.
They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hit hard to the right. Foul. A sold-out crowd, 56,000 strong at the start all up in L.A. Hit to first. Freeman's got it.
Ooh, we take game 2, baby.
Ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
Take our leave. Time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Appreciate that, B. Wait, man, where you been at, bro? You sitting in the stand, stuffing your mouth with nachos, popcorns, and peanuts and shit. Did you wash it down with a Coke and a smile, too?
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Dodgers even up this league championship series at 1 game apiece. Yamamoto earns the victory on the mound. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 6 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Mets, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base.
Hey, I knew they was going to trade Anthony Davis after they fired Nico Harrison. Because you got to think, though, in the last 2 seasons with Dallas,
the Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game.
Anthony Davis only played like, what, a handful of games. And to be honest with you, a handful of games ain't that much. I know this is baseball right here, and we talking about basketball, but it's, well, I don't know where Anthony Davis is going to land at next. So, but you said it, though, B, too, that we was going to bounce back next game. And shit, damn if we didn't. I took that L personal. I really did. I took that L personal. Last game, we lost 10-5 yesterday. I took that shit personal. Gotta take it personal. I damn sure did. Don't take it personal. I just wanna be all alone. Do you think I treat you wrong? Just one of them days. Tell him it's just one of them days, man. Don't take this ass whooping personal. You feel me? But we came out there today and we beat the New York Mets 6-4 today. We lost 10-5 yesterday, and we go to New York. I know it says it's a Monday, but I might play that game tonight if I'm not mistaken. Matter of fact, I should play it tonight. Matter of fact, I am going to play it tonight, so look out for that game later on. But like I said, Darnell Mason Jr. came back and made a good run, and so they come out there to play the Mets against, so they have to beat them in 3 more games before they can take the next series and go on to the World Series. But I appreciate everybody for coming through here, kicking it with the homie, man. I'm your host, Dirty Creek Sports, man. Your boy, Darnell YG, man. Peace and love. Can't forget that, y'all. See y'all later at Game 3.